Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel and this is finally the review of the Alato Arvet. Now I did film my review a while back, but unfortunately the light was really weird on that thing, and since life has been really crazy, so I haven't been able to redo the video. Among other things, I moved to a new city, hence the new table, but now I'm back and here is finally the review. And as usual, before we get too deep into the watch, here are the specifications. So what we have is a 38mm case diameter with a lug-to-lug of 46mm. The thickness is 10.9mm, including that double-domed sapphire crystal that has AR coating on the inside, which is the way to go about it. The water resistance is a 100 meters or 10 bar. The case is 316L stainless steel. I never mentioned the case materials because it's almost always, but this has an anti-scratch coating on the outside, making it extra hard to scratch this watch. It's running a Miyota 9039 high beat movement, which is a no date functions, no go state on this watch. And we also have some BGW9 Swiss Superluminova. So let's jump into that lume shot. And here we go, lume shot. Now the lume is a bit more greenish in reality than my camera picks up for some reason, but everything is really nicely applied. No lume on the second hand, which is okay. For a dressy sports watch, this lume overperforms, I would dare say. And everything is really nicely done. It was good of them to increase the size of that mini sand to increase the lume mass in it. This one is way nicer than the prototype. And the ultra symmetrical markers really shows up here. So before I get into the watch itself, I just want to show this really nice watch pouch case they came with. Blue and yellow for the Swedish colors. Really nice, and has this keeper inside. One of the nice ones that I've gotten. And usually when I get watch rolls and similar, they're big and round. This is flat. Flat packages we like. Now a while back I filmed this, a review of the prototype. And from the feedback Pierre got from reviewers and the community, he made some changes. So I just want to compare the two. As you can see, the lugs are a bit different. Focus please. With the brushing being a bit more narrow and the lugs in general being a bit more narrow, it looks like, on the newer version. Also he changed the end links to female end links, although the case I think is about 1 millimeter or so longer. The overall case shape has improved, and the inclusion of those female end links made a big difference. I think also he made the, as you can see, the minute sand is thicker, so you can have more lume on it. Cool. So let's keep talking about the case and bracelet. Now this bracelet is probably one of my favorite bracelets of any microbrand watch I own. I said it in the prototype review. There's almost like a bit of a Seiko jiggle to it, but super good articulation. Tapers from 20 down to 16, and this watch kind of ruined watches for me because I have a hard time these days wearing a watch without a proper taper, and this is a lot to do with the Arvet wear. We have a milled clasp with on-the-fly adjustment, and we have the nicer type of on-the-fly. I've come across two versions, one that has an annoying button that's never easy to push in, and then we have these that you pull to the side, which is way easier to operate. About a link's worth of on-the-fly adjustment on that. We have a nice combination of brushing and polishing on that clasp. We have quick release. I'm gonna show it on a strap later on. And we have that quite unique rotor end those ends on that triangle are loomed. So let's get some loom of the triangle in here. That's pretty cool, eh? Beautiful Miota movement. And a really cool design overall. The triangle that I explained earlier videos carries over from to the hands, to the indices, and look how well applied those indices are. And look of the amount of different textures in that burgundy dial. Burgundy and gold. Nice now that autumn is around the corner. Nice combination, right? Depending on how you put it, that inner structure creates an infinite amount of the infinity symbol. Pretty cool. And then we have different layers and texturing out through the dial. Unique looking watch in many ways. Reminds me a bit of a King Seiko case, right? Stunning. On the side, of course, we have a signed crown. It's a bit squared off. The overall build quality is top. Everything is finished beautifully. The attention to detail is stunning. The articulation, like I said, is awesome. And it wears very well. The bottom, I usually say I don't like display case back because they build the back of the watch too much. But this is really flat. And even though the case shape itself is quite straight, it lies fairly flat actually on the wrist. I will show you later on as usual. It's a really nice watch. I've been really enjoying wearing it. And those quick release endings means that you can easily pop off the bracelet. And if you have a strap with quick release like this one from Strapsco, always when you say you want to do something easy on camera, it's never easy, right? Oh yeah, drill lugs as well, so you can put any strap you want on this thing. Pierre is making a new watch, a new model. So go check out Alato in the link down below. And on this nice gray suede strap, I think it looks pretty cool. Perfect for autumn as well. And here, it's more easy to see that case back and triangle. Beautiful to watch, beautiful finishing, and super comfortable to wear. And wear it I shall now. So let's snap back to the bracelet. Oh, before I put on wrist, moans and niggle. Well, on my example, the crown tube is a bit bent, so it's slightly annoying to turn back in. That's why I'm not unscrewing this screw-down crown. Pierre has double-checked everything because I told him about it, and he offered me to exchange the watch, but I said, I'll keep it. No worries. By the way, Pierre is a great guy. Became a friend of mine. So that's no moan. It won't be an issue with any of your watches if you get one. He has some new colorways since I got mine. But I'm not really a fan of this style of squared off crown. I know there's a special way of screwing them, but I find them slightly uncomfortable. So that's a bit annoying. And also I would have liked to see even a bit more curvature on that case. I will show you now on my wrist why. It's nice compact, but a bit is slight more bent to the case would have been nice. Now those special lugs makes the illusion of it being more a curvature than it actually is. So a bit more would have been awesome. Let's put it on wrist. Let's take this off. Let's put the Arvet on. Roughly 17 centimeter wrist. And this is how, focus please, this is how it will wear for me. Like I said, slightly of a bit too straight a case for my quite narrow wrists. But it's really comfortable, and I think I'm pulling it off. Super comfortable bracelet, and overall just a nice wearing experience. Now it's hard to convey a wearing experience through the camera. This is one of those that are just comfortable to wear. It's not top heavy, it lies flat, it's really nice on the wrist in general, and well, it's a unique and beautiful design. So go check them out. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. The new setting, is it nice? Is it crap? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to drop me a subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.